Austin.
So this is a 2005 Volvo XC70 that my shop Baker Garage built for our best customer, Roland. He's a professional base jumper, and he needed something with a little ground clearance that could get him out to remote jumps and also still handle cross-country road trips. And this was the product of that.
Nice.
It is nice. Thanks. So for this project, there hasn't really been a lot of good lift kits on the market for these cars. There's been a couple people, but they were problematic, and I never felt comfortable putting them on my customers' cars. But a couple years ago, a company called Cross Country Performance came out and released a really high quality 2-inch lift kit for these that I've done a number of over the years, and they're fantastic. But this particular customer wanted to go just a little bit more than that, so that's where our 4-inch kit came in. So we took the tried and true Cross Country Performance 2-inch kit, and then we basically cobbled together some factory XC90 parts, some other pieces that we machine in-house, custom make stuff work, to get another 2 inches of lift. So this is lifted 4 inches overall. It's got just about 12 inches of ground clearance, which is pretty impressive for a soft roader.
What size are those tires?
So tires, we're running the Yokohama Geolander Geo15. We run these on pretty much all of our lifted XC builds. They are a 235, nope, 235 70-17. Those are running over the top of a BBS RGR wheel that we got through a company called 5x108 Heavyweight. These cars have a really goofy bolt pattern, 5x108, that is only shared with Ferraris and some newer Fords. So they're very difficult to find cool wheels for. So 5x108 Heavyweight takes care of all of that by sourcing all kinds of used wheels, and then they send them to you refinished. So these wheels are actually old, but they came to me looking brand new again for a very fair price. So that's all over the top of some custom powder coated Brembo brakes from like 2004 to 2007 S60 and V70R. They're 330 mil front, 4-piston Brembo calipers, front and rear. And we're also running the XC90 front axles as well. These cars, when you lift them too much, they get into a CB bind, and the XC90 axles can take way more of articulation, way more angle. So we run those on anything over the 2-inch lift. Alright, so we're running a 2009 S60 T5 engine block because it's got thicker cylinder walls than all the other 5-cylinder turbo engines. It's the weakest link on these and higher boost applications, split the cylinder wall. So upgraded the motor. We're running a K24 turbo off of a 2004 to 2007 S60 or V70R. That's feeding through Snob Performance front mount intercooler. We're also running the Snob Performance cold air intake kit as well. It's running a Hilton Tuning Stage 3 tune with torque limiter delete in eco mode, fuel economy mode, and we're running the S60R green injectors as well. We figure it's somewhere probably between 320 and 350 horsepower.
And you sound super excited about that?
Yeah, it makes whooshy noises.
Dude, sick! That was so sick!
Alright, so we've got new OEM replacement headlight housings, but we've replaced the bulbs with high output LED units. And then down here we've got some rigid 4-pods that actually fit perfectly into the factory fog light location hole.
You wrecked it.
Alright, so under the car, anything over a 2-inch lift, we have to run a 1-inch subframe drop spacer here. And that comes from Cross Country Performance. And that puts a lot of strain on the factory subframe bushings. So we replace all the subframe bushings with Delrin units from Kaplinki Racing. And you can get a good shot of the XC70 axles right there. Nice solid angle on them. We've also got IPD braided steel brake lines, and then the IPD steel skid plate as well, just so we don't have any accidents with the oil pan. Alright, so my customer Roland, guy owns this car. He has lots of gear that he carries with him that is not enough to fit in the back, because when he's out remote in Utah, he actually sleeps he's going to sleep in the back of the car, so he needs somewhere to store all of his base jump kit. So Spirit of 1876 got him hooked up with the Thule box and crossbars that fit perfectly on the factory rail. And then we also figured out a way to make some MaxTrax pins work up here as well, because he spent some of his years in the Outer Banks in North Carolina. So he's gotten stuck in the sand out there before in his other Volvo wagon, so we just wanted to make sure it didn't happen again. Yeah. And it's the ultimate off-road fashion accessory.
Plus gray and orange. I mean, that's a great combo there.
The real... reason I did the MaxTrax more than anything was for design, because we needed to tie the orange calipers together with something, and this is the best thing I could come up with. Plus this is kind of tight to have a handle, you know, you need to like climb up here.
Got a little standing platform
For bird watching. So out back we did a Volvo OEM Class 3 hitch with 7-pin plug. This guy, he's actually going to be towing a little utility trailer cross country with this thing, so he specified that. And then when he goes off-road, we're going to do a rigged Industries spare tire carrier back here as well eventually. Upon a special request from the customer drunkenly one night hanging out at the shop, he asked if it was possible to have strobing LEDs that pulsed with the music under the tailgate. So we needed some place to charge stuff back here, so we put in this little multi-purpose 12-volt panel, a little gauge to keep an eye on battery voltage, USB plugs there, 12-volt socket here, and then we've got the controller for the lights here and a little magnet, and then also we've got another one of these on his phone, so when he's back here sleeping, he's got somewhere to put it. This is a controller for the music box, and we've got an auxiliary fuse panel down below us here, below the subfloor, to power all of this stuff. This car also has the ultra rare factory 3rd row seat, which is cool. So you can hang in there, and then tail light for the trunk light back here is pivotal, so we got this guy. Pivot so you can light outside, pivot so you can light inside.
You got another factory 12-volt here.
Yeah, you can do a fridge. Volvo actually had, when this car came out in 2001, Volvo had a plug-in Dometic fridge that would go in right here from the factory. Factory option. 2001. Overland Pioneers.
And what kind of carpet vacuum pattern do you guys run back here?
Backgammon cones of Dunshire. This Concorso Auto Detail Special. Alright, so this is a shot of the rear lift here. So this is the 2-inch cross-country performance here, and then up above that, this aluminum plate, that is the that's also a cross-country performance piece, machined from scratch, upper strut spacer. Then back here, we're also running the Cross Country Performance 1-inch differential drop just to save any sort of driveline vibration problems that you may have. Yeah, you know, I used to hate on the off-road car thing a lot, and this thing has completely changed my mind. It's so much fun being able to just rip up the canyon like you're in a sports car, and then once you hit the trail, air the tires down, and I mean, you can go pretty much anywhere you can in the truck, and it's fast, it gets great fuel economy. What more could you ask for? Anyways, we'll see you, John. You took the key. God damn it.
So what's the year, make, and model of this thing? What year is it?
2004, nope, 2005.
Fake.